I did watch the game last night here, at least up until the Lightning. Marvin was here. Paulie did a cameo, and Shea and Irving, we sat down and we watched the game. And we put some clips up there. I can't trust Shea. I can't trust what he's going to say, so we couldn't do it live. But we did put up some clips. It was fun. And that was at danpatrick.com. But we watched, I don't know, till around 10:30 or so, until the Lightning. And I thought, all right, this is a good time to say goodbye. And Shea was in a decent mood because the Cowboys, they were maybe trailing by one, or it was close. And he felt pretty good, like almost a moral victory. But, you know, he had his moments where, and I think he's going to call in, but he had his moments. Now, he's not drinking anymore, not doing anything anymore. He had a cigar and he had a diet soda. Also, we had hot dogs at 9:40 last night. I'm going, oh, I got my great cigar, some tequila, and then Big Day Ray, he is our producer on the gambling podcast. Big Day Ray came out with hot dogs. And we had some of the Grippo's potato chips last night, too. It's like, what a mess, you know? You look back, I came in today, you know, when you have a party and then you don't realize what the party looked like or felt like, and then you see the leftovers, the mess, and then you go, damn, somebody had a good time last night. And it was. We're going to do it again. I think Nick Wright FaceTimed me, and he said, hey, why didn't you invite me? And I go, next time, maybe at the end of the month, when the Packers play the Cowboys, that's a Sunday night game, and maybe we'll have a viewing party. But everybody was saying, why aren't you doing this live? I can't, you know, as much as Shay said, hey, you can trust me. But even when we're watching last night, Marvin, you were there as the lifeguard. I can't have Shay live.
It wasn't even sometimes the profanity. It was just other things he would say. Like, woo, we cannot have no way. Just the way. So Ray was he was shooting content with his phone, and Shay would say something, and he's like, can't use that.
Yeah, I know.
There was 4 different times where Ray said, can't use that.
Yeah, can't use that. Seton, what's poll question first hour of the program?
Is doing a live stream with Shay a good idea? Yes or no?
Well, it's a good idea, but it's also a dangerous idea. There was a lot of entertainment there last night, a lot of laughs, and I just saw the big German, and he goes, is that an act with Shay? And I go, no, it's not an act. That is who he is.
It's an act in that he's toning down who he really is.
Yes.
That's actually the...
But some of the references, and then I'll go, you can't say that. I can, Danny. I go, no, not on this show. You can't do that. All right. Like he'd be mad at me that all of a sudden I'm saying there's certain things I was the editing police there last night. Like, no, we're not doing that. Shea and Irving joining us. We had the watch party last night. Shea, of course, was front and center. Marvin was there. Paulie was there. How do you feel today, Shea?
Disgusted with myself.
What? Why?
Danny, I really thought we had a shot last night to win the game. I really did. I had a feeling it was strange. It was foreign. It was abnormal, but I recognized it later as optimism. And I thought that the Cowboys and the new head coach and the new all-pro defensive tackle were going to really do something for me. And what I got was reality in the end. I got struck down to size and back to my own depressed Cowboys fandom.
But they had a chance to win.
Several, Danny, several. CD dropping balls, that's almost impossible to think about. And stopping the run, I guess, means only giving up 158 on the ground and letting Jalen run for 2 freaking touchdowns. I feel like a fool. You can't get that many chances to win the game in the fourth quarter and come up empty. Emptier than an AA meeting on New Year's Eve, Danny. It was nothing there.
You had optimism. You didn't think you had that. You showed up, and I said they're going to keep it close. I thought it would be a 3-point game. I thought you were doubting, and then all of a sudden, maybe this is what is bothering you. They brought you in. They gave you hope. They toyed with you, and then they acted the way you thought they would.
Exactly. It's like a Ponzi scheme, Danny. I'm like looking at returns on a piece of paper, and I'm thinking I'm rich, and it's making so much money, and my best friend's named Bernie Madoff, and we're all going to live in peace and harmony in some Caribbean island, and then the rug gets pulled, and the DOJ kicks in the door, and I'm broke and penniless.
Are we going to do another watch party again?
You might be my bad luck charm. I don't know.
Oh. Okay. I didn't drop the ball.
No. How does CD do that? Like, what happened? Was that the gloves, Danny? How does that happen? That's never happened before.
Maybe after the lightning and the rain.
You know what? I told you about God stopping that game. I told you. The Cowboys were on a roll, and he stopped the game. I told you there was something there, Danny.
You did. You did. But I thought God liked the Cowboys. Remember the stadium, and he gets to look down on the Cowboys?
I think Jerry Jones, I've told you this before, I think he signed a deal with the devil, and this is God punishing him and everybody else for the rings that he got in the 90s. There needs to be an exorcism, Danny.
Thank you, Shay.
Whatever.
All right. He did say, he goes, this is God punishing us, the lightning to stop this game. I said, wow, that's a deep reference there.